Okay, how does that feel? Hello. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. And look who's here. Serpentina. Okay, let me light some incense. Wait, is everything good? Yeah? Hang on. I might have to check. I just want to make sure. I forgot to check. Okay. Hello. Okay, yeah. Okay. Stop watching myself. Okay, hi. It has been a freaking minute since I have talked about a full moon or a new moon. And I'm back, baby. I'm back. So everything's looking good. Sound is good. We love it. So I'm going to, hello, welcome in. I'm going to dive into the energies that are happening right now at the time of this full moon in Capricorn, July 10th. I'm recording this on the 9th. I'll be. So yeah, I think we'll just dive into it because there's a lot to cover. I'm going to go through the notes and all the energies and feelings that you may be feeling, and then I'll do a tarot reading afterwards. Okay. Cool. Literally no one's watching. Love it. So this full moon is shining a spotlight on our current responsibilities, our current commitments, and our current work. At this time, you'll be assessing your progress to determine what's worthy of your time, what's worthy of your energy, okay? Like what you want to keep putting effort into. This full moon leads us to see what needs changes, adjustments, corrections. Capricorn is where we access our inner authority and make choices around goals that we want to pursue, okay? When the moon is in Capricorn, it brings it into a very daily focus that becomes embodied, being an earth sign, right? So expect to become more aware of how you're using your time during the day, where and what you give your energy to, and how it makes you feel. Sorry if you're a little bit wonky. Oh, that looks straighter, darling. That looks so much straighter. Okay. It's like an energy check-in to see if your action is still aligned to the path that you want to be on. Okay. Capricorn is allowing us a higher perspective of how far you've come, as well as a higher perspective of where you're going next. The mountain goat sees a great deal from the top of the mountain. Okay. This will feel like a bit of a snapshot, right? So this full moon is like you're standing on the mountaintop, assessing what's going on around you and making important choices that feel more easy to make than usual to support you on a very daily basis. And these choices will also deeply resonate with priorities and values that you have been downloading, anchoring in for some time. Okay. On one side of the mountaintop, you can see your old life, circumstances, timeline. And on the other side, you can see the new timeline, the new experiences. There's a strong intuitive compass that is guiding your steps in every day here. So you will really feel led at this time, right? All other guidance external to you will feel annoying. And this makes me giggle because, like, I love watching tarot videos. I love it. I love tarot. I love everything about it. Okay. And I usually watch a lot of tarot videos. I'm not even ashamed about it. But even that, I've been feeling a pull away from, because they're just not hitting the same. They're not resonating the same. So I'm just flowing with it. But that's a bit of an example of how I've seen it show up in my own reality. So yeah, Capricorn is the sea goat, and the reason that they are able to achieve great heights is because they are both water and earth. They use their intuitive, energetic, psychic connection to build and guide them in the physical. They are a perfect example of taking care of both aspects of the human experience and show us what's truly possible when we use both. So expect eye-opening realizations. What's not working? What's holding you back? What you don't want anymore, and expect a quick and powerful follow-through in your action. So look back and see that you may actually have had a goal that was set at the start of the year that has been achieved and grown or expanded in some way. Every full moon brings a turning point, as it is a culmination, a climax of energy, as something new comes into our conscious awareness and we close things out because of the new thing coming in, basically, or we allow things to fall away and release, right? So this release is another huge theme at the time of this full moon. I'll get into that in a bit. Hold on. The second half of July is going to feel very dynamic, as is the second half of the year. So the next start and the you, right, are right on time. So trust what you feel led to. There's going to be faster moving growth here, faster manifestation, and higher frequencies flooding into our experience. The revolution starts now. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm freaking feeling. Should I like, hang on, should I like do this? That feels a bit better. You can see more of me. Okay, so let's just dive in quickly. The sun is in Cancer. The sun in Cancer brings your attention to your inner realm. So how you are really feeling will be obvious to you, where your energy levels are at and your emotional state are all being sort of lit up at this time. It will also be highlighting family, home, the house, and personal environments. Expect to be assessing what you're putting out into the world, where you need more balance, downtime, relaxation, that kind of thing, and how you are overworking yourself. You'll be led to new ways of being more free flowing without being overly consumed with everything on your to-do list. You may even sort of pull away from a bit of a to-do list, or just kind of lightly use a to-do list. You'll feel like you're easily finding solutions to alleviate areas where there have been too much stress. Okay. Mars is also in Virgo. So this could actually bring up anger and frustration that's been repressed in the body. Let it come up, honey. This could actually translate as a misplaced feeling, like discontent, with activities, and it can spur you into new action. So it's there to help. It's there to help. All right, let's talk about full moon in Capricorn sextiling the North Node in Pisces retrograde. This transit is where you sense where you need to let go of anything that has been too much, too heavy, too stressful, or just, chewing up too much of your energy. There could be scenarios that arise that put you in a position to delegate, to close out, to say no to, or just to pass on, right? And it's because you're realizing it doesn't align with how you want to spend your energy anymore. The South Node is in Virgo, which trines the full moon, which will physically show you what to wrap up, what to complete, what needs to be taken care of, fine tune or fix. Okay. So this theme will continue to build through the middle of July. Expect big themes around closing out what is no longer worth your time. Okay. It's starting now. You might be noticing that it's starting now. Maybe you've noticed it for a little while. If you're a sensitive baby, then you will have noticed it already. I know I started to notice this like for a couple of weeks, but I'm very sensitive, hypersensitive, if you will. Okay. This could show up as changing gears. All right. This could show up as changing gears with a current project, daily routines, exercise, health routines, diet, lifestyle choices. You'll be finding new things that are more worthy of putting your energy towards. Okay. And I really personally noticed this around diet. For quite some time, I've been feeling like the diet that I was using or, just found myself in wasn't working. It wasn't making me feel 100%. And I knew a new one had to come online, but the what hadn't fully clicked into place. So I found at this time the what clicked into place, and I felt drawn to it. I followed it like I did when I did a food shop. I just was like, all right, we're doing this. This is what I'm buying now. I've cut out cheese randomly. And I've upped the fruit content. So, just like adjustments, right? There's adjustments. And the clarity coming in was already kind of grabbing my awareness, So that's sort of how I understand these kind of energies. There'll be a noticeable turning point in your 3D world, like I just mentioned, of new choices that give you a more feeling of freedom, peace, ease, relaxation. These turning points will give you the realizations around what you don't need anymore or are ready to release, and this helps you to progress forward towards your goals. This will be getting you closer to where you want to be, right? So it's good. There's a greater understanding of how valuable your energy is. Like I feel like our worth is like more obvious, or we're going to be seeing that a lot more. And we're going to be seeing that on a daily basis, so you'll actually start to spend your energy differently. This will be hitting hard for Capricorns and Virgos in all the houses that these signs sit in your birth chart, but everybody's going to be feeling it, okay? Everybody going to be feeling it. So let's talk about Saturn conjunct Neptune. This is also happening at the time of this full moon. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is moving very slowly right now and will station retrograde July 13th. Saturn in Aries is leading you to check in with what new chapters you are beginning. This conjunction brings uncertainty, and Saturn wants certainty. Okay, so Neptune doesn't provide certainty, rather the opposite. So Saturn is 3D and Neptune is 5D. So this is actually a really beautiful juxtaposition that is creating contrast for us to feel. Intuitive guidance is going to be dominant like through this, and it actually floods over Saturn. So while these planets speak very differently, they seem to create harmony through change. It's very Two of Pentacles, which is the Lord of harmonic change. Okay. The two realms are actually dancing together, causing shifts together that lead us to change purely because it feels better in the moment, right? My radiator agrees. So you could feel drawn to making changes in the moment because the energy is speaking to you. So just follow it. Like I mentioned before, just follow it. It will bring you ease. Even if you don't have all the details. Like I remember when I went shopping, I was kind of like, okay, I guess I'll just get these and this. Like I didn't have the full plan. I didn't have the full I didn't have it all planned out. I just felt it in the moment. And it feels like there's no other option, right? It just feels like there's no other option. It's the way to go. It's like, yeah, it just feels very fluid, actually. This upcoming Saturn retrograde in Aries will move back into Pisces, which does feel very important because it's actually going to support this new start to feel stronger, right? More powerful, more certain, more clear, more easy. There'll be a clear yes around what you want, even if you don't have all the details yet, right? So this retrograde will help you get everything into alignment to experience a very strong, solid start. Saturn stations retrograde a few days after the full moon. It could feel like delays, pushbacks, changes in timelines, changes in how it's coming together. But this will just be a perception, as it's a natural aspect of the Neptune conjunction. So things need time to align in the background, right? They need time in the behind the scenes to come together. So really don't be rigid here. Definitely flow with the changes. Okay, Uranus in Gemini. Let's freaking get into it. Uranus is in Gemini for the first time in 84 years, which brings up excitement, changes, new ideas, fast moving solutions, lots of information and communication. This is newly activating a part of your consciousness here. It'll feel like plans bubbling up or new ideas bursting through. So Uranus will give life to Gemini placements in your chart. I'm a Gemini rising, so like, the new me is getting very excited. Expect exciting, fast-moving developments, travel, transportation, solutions, even like solutions within transportation and socializing. It'll be much faster moving than when Uranus was in Taurus, because Taurus is a fixed, very slow-moving sign. Okay. So day-to-day life will feel like it's moving at a more accelerated pace, which can overload the mind. We might feel a little forgetful. Our energies will feel ramped up. It might be harder to calm down or to sleep. There's more buzziness in the frequencies, basically. So Venus is also in Gemini. She feels ready for what's next. Remember, Venus is our heart. So in our heart, we're feeling ready for what's next. We're feeling more social. We're feeling curious. Venus is interested in life, more ready to do more things, okay? So Sedna is also playing a really big part in this shift, and she is deep, watery depths, while Gemini can be a lot more surfacey. Sedna is a feminine archetype that completely transformed from a human to a goddess. Okay. She won't let this change be surface level or half assed. This is a complete transformation of self from one form to another. She demands complete alchemy through some of the underworld depths within us. This is everlasting change. Okay. Sedna clung to the side of the ship after her father betrayed her and threw her overboard to save himself. And she clung to the side and he cut her fingers off, right? She drowned in the ocean, but what she became was a reigning goddess of the sea, more powerful than she ever could have planned to be. So there could be structures, habits, people, places, things that we've been clinging to out of a place of wounding that aren't serving us, that are betraying us. Uranus comes along to help us break out of clinging to the old. Okay. Oh, got some viewers. Hey. So Gemini is the mind, Venus, the heart, and Sedna is the root and sacral chakra. The lower, the middle, and the upper wisdom centers are all activated. This is full embodiment of the shift into the new revolutionized self. This is the revolution itself anchoring in, right? It's actually super exciting. So Uranus in Gemini is trining Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, and both are sextiling Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So these fire and air signs are bringing more activity, more developments, more fast-moving changes. This adds a level of pressure on aligning you with who you are now and what's calling to you. So this actually makes the changes feel easy. A new beginning is coming together and there's excitement around this. So Uranus is breaking us out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary, out of the human and into the superhuman, right? So it'll feel like we're living between two timelines at this time. We feel the closing out of the old and the opening into the new. So it'll feel the planets are signaling that it's all happening here. It's coming together in unexpected ways, in divine timing, with deep connection to your higher self. Okay. So you could be receiving messages, visions, downloads, deep knowings that yes, it is happening. Yes, it's showing up. Yes, it's coming through. Okay. Your reality may look like one version where not much has happened yet. Okay, but it's going to be shifting into this next new start very soon, where what you sense or see upon the mountain in your higher perspective comes into the new reality. Okay, the second half of the year will look very different to this beginning part of the year. Okay, now let's get into Mercury in Leo. Mercury stations retrograde July 17th until August 11th, which feeds into the overall theme of looking at what's working, finding what's true for you, and receiving new creative solutions and options around that. Mercury retrograde is going to be asking you to be aware of what you're thinking about to make sure that it is aligned with what you're wanting to manifest. The Mercury retrograde is all about reviewing, reconsidering, and reprioritizing. So it really does feed into, Uranus and Gemini. It's a time to not rush. Oh, and as well, this full moon. It's a time to not rush. Do not rush anything that you're working on. Trust in the pace and flow with what you feel aligned to. Leo is a fixed sign, so move slow. Okay, retrograde season, it's yeah. So Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto will all be in retrograde, and then Chiron will be retrograde at the end of the month. So there are parts of our reality that are changing at a very deep level because our sense of purpose in life is also changing. And I've been seeing in the collective, at least the collective that aligns to this space that I read for, that a clarity around a purpose is coming into our awareness. It's taking time to surface and anchor in, but it's like coming online, right? So it could be an expansion upon what you have already been working on, or a deepening, or it could be a new mission entirely. I'm seeing light workers being lit up like light bulbs, okay? Turned on, activated into a divine soul mission leadership position that their soul was always on track for. Okay, so a new mission or a new focus or a new energy field could be calling you forward here. So we have to rearrange things in our everyday life to support it. And that's why the changes are coming in on a very day-to-day scale now, in a way to get you to that kind of beginning, if you will. So there's a new version of you anchoring in, and you're having physical evidence of it showing up in your daily life, like you can see it, right? Very 3D, very physical. There's a new earth anchoring in. There's more volcanic activity happening around the world. There's literally a new earth being created throughout the rest of the year, okay? And we are mere reflections of the earth. So this is happening for you too. This is happening for us. It's like emerging and coming online, okay? So that's all my notes. That's all my notes. So now I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this there. So now I'm going to do a channeled reading for us, guys. Let's see what the tarot wants to say. I'm going to start with Moonology. Let's just see, Spirit. Let's open it up. What would you like us to know at the time of this full moon? What wisdom do you have for us, Spirit? Oh, full moon in Virgo. That's actually adorable. You are good enough. Oh, that's really cute. There's that worth. Yeah, right? Okay, I'm really getting it. Like, we're seeing our worth here. We're seeing that we have always been good enough, but we're kind of like anchoring in these new levels of like, I am good enough. I deserve more. I deserve this, so I'm going to make the changes to reflect that. This is also very grounded energy as well, okay? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hang on, let me get. Luck is on your side. I just heard luck with a project. If you are someone that is creating, very creative, it feels like it's going to feel like everything, like the universe is on your side here, right? Balance spirituality and practicality with the full moon in Pisces is here, as well as show the world the real you, right? There's that project that's coming out. Show the world the real you. Authenticity is coming online. With this balance of spirituality and practicality, I actually really see this as a spiritual practice coming online. That's those routines, those new routines that are coming in, and it's being highly guided by our intuition, by our spirit. And it's actually helping to anchor in this real you, this version of you that is very, very authentic. I'm going to take it. This is the expect powerful change with the eclipse. And look, adjustments are required. Literally, that is the theme of this full moon in Capricorn. Adjustments are required. We're making adjustments here. We're making the adjustments, and it's creating incredibly powerful change. Okay, we're being drawn and guided to the adjustments, and it's creating hefty change. That's so cute. Yeah, I really feel like our spirit is really guiding us. Actually, I want to get some of these. Really guiding us in our physical life here, right? Luck is on your side. Let me just, what's this luck is on our side about, Spirit? What is this luck on our side is about? Look at that. Look at that. Luck is on your side. Do you know why? Because this is the card for authenticity, our true beauty, okay? Shining brightly, coming online. So because you have powerfully taken the chosen one is what I'm, gift. Yeah, you're definitely got gift with money. You are shining so authentic and so bright here that it's going to fit. It feels like I just heard lucky streak. Yeah, it's going to feel like a lucky streak. Okay, because you're actually just shining brightly. You're shining authentically. You're shining the way the universe has always desired you to shine. Okay, and that opens you up powerfully to an energy that is so universal, universally powerful. It's a whole new level. Serpentina just jumped down there. Oh. Anyway, she usually jumps down if she thinks someone's coming. How funny. But look, this feels like there's a universal gift coming in here from the universe itself. And it's to do with money, my love. If you've been struggling with money, it's coming through. Expect powerful change, right? I feel like this is saying that new things are going to be showing up for you that just feel like immense gifts, just constant. That sounds fun. Yeah, it's gonna feel super lucky here. Let's get some of these. What have we got? Parenting is coming through here. Parenting 639 manifestation, abundance. Look at that, yo. I've actually been seeing 88 a lot. Okay, 88 parenting. We're definitely, yeah, look, it feels like the energy that we're putting on ourselves now is like the love that we have always deserved, right? Nature is coming in here too. You may be guided to getting out into nature at the time of this full moon, it will really help balance and ground you into that energy that is very relaxing, very peaceful. Like, okay, with that nature card, I'm really being drawn to my own experience of, like, some of the days I just felt so uncomfortable. Like there was emotion there and I didn't want to like distract myself from it. So I felt very drawn to just being outside. I just needed to sit outside and I just started drawing, actually, which is something I have wanted to do for quite some time, but it is something I've struggled to do because, you know, it's such a passive action. It doesn't really like, it's not productive, right? And sometimes I struggle with that. Domestic harmony. Yo. This full moon is totally bringing an element of domestic harmony online. Rebirth. Yo. Rebirth. Yes. There's a rebirth at this time. So I found nature to be like this incredibly healing antidote to the way that I was feeling. So I feel like if you are sort of uncomfortable with things at all, look at this abundance, yo. Head out into nature. I feel like as well, some of the spiritual practices that you will be guided to will be to get out into nature. This could be daily walking, anything like that, right? Okay, follow your bliss. Let's get a few more here. The rebirth, yeah. I mean, this is the rebirth of the into the new earth, into the new you. Okay. Growing. Look at that. Something is absolutely sprouting here. Something is absolutely, yeah, there's definitely going to be emotions as well. I want to just touch on emotions because, yeah, there's a lot of emotion coming up at this full moon because for us to expand, for us to reach those new heights, we do have to release. We have to release a lot of what has been just what's too heavy, what's been holding us back, or what's been what can't come with us, right? So there could also be emotions around what you're releasing. There could be emotions coming up around the difficulties around what you're having to release. The difficulties it does feel like difficulties may arise around like confrontations is what I'm feeling, perhaps with other people. This could be a time of confrontation. And it's worth it though, right? It's worth it because you're enough. It's worth it because you deserve it. You deserve the changes that are coming online. And some people may really struggle with that. Yeah, that's what I'm really getting. Because you're shining bright, my love. You're stepping into this beacon energy where you're radiating brightly. You are chosen. I said chosen earlier, right? You're chosen. You're chosen. You are the beacon. So it's like you're being put into this position of leadership. And yeah, look, it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day is coming online. A new view is coming online. Yeah. Let's get some tarot now, okay? Let's get some tarot. This all feels very exciting. This parenting card here really does feel like we're giving ourselves the love even if our parents didn't give it to us, right? This is like a new level of love coming online that we ourselves have not experienced before, right? We're putting ourselves first. We're treating ourselves like a nurturing child. I'm also getting inner child stuff. We're letting our inner child shine. This feels like the projects. It feels like there's some kind of project or goal that we're going to be prioritizing. Oh, look, there's Capricorn coming out. Yo, Capricorn energy. It's time for the Capricorn. Now, what I'm getting with this, okay, the reason it is the devil is because with the Capricorn, every Capricorn will go into the cave of transformation. They go through a period where they go from a materialistic view, almost shut off or just unaware of their spirit. And then in the transformation, that's where they get their sea goat tail and they open up to their spirit. They understand their spirit. They connect with it. And then they come back out as like this totally morphed being of two realms, right? So this is really for me highlighting the transformation that's taking place for you. It does feel like you're opening up to your intuition. You're opening up to your intuition with the Two of Swords. Okay, this is where the mind learns and anchors into the intuitive self. Because when we make choices, okay, we need to make choices from that space of intuitive guidance, and then our choices will always be aligned, okay? So this really is pointing to that transformation energy where we transform from a materialistic view into opening up. This is literally the opening up to our intuition. So that's really highlighted here. So that could be a theme that's like very noticeable for some of us. Oh, wow. 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 Okay. Page of Pentacles is a financial opportunity. Oh my gosh. Financial opportunity with this gift and the money, right? This feels like you're receiving some kind of opportunity because you're shining authentically, you're shining brightly. Okay. This feels like, could there be even two? Maybe like more than one opportunity coming in for you. But yeah, the Page of Pentacles is that very enthusiastic, very open, very ready to take on things in the physical realm. But this is already coming from a place of being grounded, being financially secure in the resources that we have. And look, you're manifesting something in. You're manifesting in You're manifesting in everything that's happening here. You're manifesting in this opportunity. It feels like you have worked hard to get here. Okay, the Capricorn always works hard, right? I don't love talking about like hard work because I don't think things need to be hard, but it's like that consistent effort. They don't give up easy, right? So I feel like that energy is coming through here. The Magician is talking about you. You're really channeling in. I keep being drawn to a project. You could be channeling in creations from the spirit realm and into this physical world, right? Because with the thing with the Magician here, the lilies are on the bottom. And on the top, it's roses, okay? So basically what happens is there's roses at the bottom as well. So he channels in what the divine gives him, but then he also creates lilies from it. So he takes what he's given and he creates magic into the physical. Okay, so you're creating something very magical right now. Like you'll already be working on this, okay? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, look. So we've also got the 5. We've got the 5 of Pentacles coming out here. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands. I feel like this is a little side message, actually. A little side message. And this is talking about the reason that maybe you have felt or experienced, I should say, because it's the pentacles, it's the physical realm. You've experienced lack. You've experienced, I just heard orphan. So this can be feeling very shut out, very cut off, very disconnected from our wisdom, very disconnected from security, right? And it's because you weren't radiating authentically. You weren't radiating brightly. You weren't shining bright, because the Queen of Wands in reverse talks about us really hiding our light out of fear. And I feel like maybe you've hid your light because of this scarcity programming that we've had in the mind space, that we've had to navigate with our intuition to break out of, that came from family dynamics, is what I'm really feeling from that. Let me just see if there's any others that want to come out. Yeah, look, there's that being held back in the mind space. That's literally what I was just talking about. That really backs that up. That mind space, that negative programming that holds us back, limits us back. Okay. It's like, I feel like, this card is the act of breaking out of that dynamic. But I also feel at the time of this full moon, people are in the collectives feeling squeezed. We're feeling squeezed by the higher authorities. We're being squeezed by the system itself, right? It's becoming obvious. Okay. So I feel like as well, we are mentally breaking out of this paradigm at the moment. And these, I do see them as flipping. You're in the process of manifesting these, right? It feels like as well your current reality is still reflecting this physical dynamic that was connected to the time where you were hiding your light. Okay, so the rebirth in the physical hasn't come online yet. Like it's still shining the old timeline, right? But we're breaking out of this mental dynamic. We're breaking out of it completely with the High Priestess. This is completely seeing through it. I'm just drawn back to the you are good enough. Okay, your spirit, this is like opening inner channels. This is there's like intuition here. Your intuition is totally breaking you through this dynamic. It's just what wants to keep coming through here. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's clarify some of this energy. Go with the Capricorn spirit. With the Capricorn. Look at that. Look, there's the rebirth. There's the rebirth. Okay, so the Capricorn card it's gorgeous, the devil, because the devil still works for the light. The devil is really a sheep in wolf's clothing. Like when he lifts the devil suit off, it's still light, right? The devil holds your power for you until you're ready to take it back. The devil holds your power to kind of like coax you into finding your power. It's a way of strengthening you, okay? It serves you. It's almost like a trickster energy, if you will. And what I'm feeling from it is like the old paradigms, the old fears that kept you feeling in this energy, you're rebirthing from those fears, rebirthing out of those fears, stepping into the beacon, stepping out of the difficulties. This is also emotions that you could be feeling at the time of this full moon, right? But through those emotions, you step into constancy, which is like immense faith and immense reliability, being immensely reliable on yourself, right? That's what's coming through here. It's so cool. So freaking cool. Okay. What about this Two of Swords spirit? What about this Two of Swords? Clarify this Two of Swords for me, please, Spirit. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the melancholy card came out in reverse. Melancholy. I was feeling very melancholic at the time of this full moon, and it's just a natural releasing from the body. So I feel like the melancholy is coming from this mental dynamic. It's being released. That's what it really just feels like. It's being released because you're following your intuition to navigate it accurately, is what it feels like. Your intuition is leading your mind here through those difficult feelings, and it's doing it with passive action, peaceful action, right? Your spirit is literally leading you in the practical 3D realm, and it's allowing you to release the melancholy. It's allowing you to release the programmings that kept you hidden. It's allowing you to release the ways of being, ways of thinking that kept your physical reality very, very limited, right? All right, what's this Page of Pentacles about, Spirit? What's this page? Thank you. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, remember how I was saying it's like receiving an opportunity? The opportunity that's coming in for you, it could still be to do with routines, physical health, finances, hobbies. It's creating immense cheerfulness, right? Creating immense cheerfulness, creating joy, creating celebration. But it's also creating a love match. So this really feels like you'll be receiving an opportunity. This can also be communication from a lover. Like really showing up in the physical for you. Like, what? That's so exciting. Because again, you're shining so bright, right? So what's this Magician? What is this Magician? Fortune. She's playing the Horn of Plenty, right? She's playing the Horn of Plenty. Sorry. Just playing the Horn of Plenty. And that's basically like playing your own authentic, magical tune. And because of it, like her eyes are covered, right? She's just stepping. There's not even like a ground beneath her. I believe that is a mountaintop that she's upon. But the steps are made for her, right? So it's like, because you're going to be, that's what you're just manifesting, this very authentic version of you. And because of that, you're completely provided for by spirit, completely provided for. That's going to be flooding in at the time of this full moon. Like, it's now, babe. Seriously. What is this Five of Pentacles about? Spirit. Friend in reverse. Oh, another. Okay, hold on. What is this Five of Pentacles about, Spirit? Thank you. Lord. Friend in reverse and Lord. Do you know what? I'm going to get these. What's this Five of Pentacles about, Spirit? Oh, it's an up-leveling. What I'm getting is you could be releasing friends that actually have not been really serving you, betraying you, energetically with the way that they view you, you know, more in competition than in love. And I mean, see this energy. So, and then it's up leveling you. Okay, the Lord is very opposite to the Five of Pentacles, right? Okay, the Five of Pentacles is also about you feeling vulnerable, right? Fearing a predator from past wounds and past pains. This is more of what's coming up to the surface. Okay, and the mind foreseeing catastrophe. Okay, that is why the Queen of Wands is in reverse, because you were always expecting, you weren't feeling safe. You haven't felt safe in your physical world, my love. You haven't felt safe on a very internal, energetic level, and it's from past wounding, past pains. Okay, you felt very vulnerable in your physical reality, and it's caused you to hide yourself. Yeah, fuck. Super relevant, right? Super relevant. What's this Queen of Wands about then, Spirit? Resisting stability and having needless worry, stressing, causing sabotage, overthinking, right? Yeah. So it was the mind space that was really causing this very limited, very held back, very scarce physical reality for you, right? There's been a lot of overthinking. The mind has wanted to be in charge and it's dimmed your light. Yeah. And you know what? When you're programmed to foresee catastrophe, it can be so difficult to uproot it. It's possible though. Of course it's possible. It's just, it takes work, right? It takes hard work. Back to the Capricorn. What's this melancholy? What's this Two of Swords with the melancholy, Spirit? Yeah, pause for mental rest. Yeah, because the two is always a pause, right? Oh, so the two is always a pause. It's a rest. It's a relaxation. It's a tune in to deeper forces. It's a tuning into a deeper self. Okay. And it causes restlessness. Okay. The pause, you're like tuning in. You're tuning in and it's causing the melancholy to come up to the surface to be released. Isn't that freaking amazing? Trust in the pause. This is like, take time to slow down, right? It's going to pay off for you in the journey. Okay, this Page of Pentacles, Spirit. This is you finally agreeing to your own dream, prioritizing your own dream. There's no more agreeing to someone else's dream, right? Page of Pentacles, Spirit. New roots develop. Yeah. Soul tribe is coming in, yo. There's an opportunity for you to meet new people. There's an opportunity for you to meet new people, new soul tribe. Intimate recognition. Look at this. You're going to be meeting people that feel like lovers. You're actually going to be letting your guard down here from a place of having your guard fully up, okay? Expecting catastrophe. That's helping to dissolve at the time of this full moon. Wow. You're going to feel more comfortable to get vulnerable here. Oh, this is just so freaking beautiful. Can I get some clarity on the High Priestess and the High Priestess? From a very like limited mental paradigm, your internal channels are opening. This feels like trust. This feels like an ability to rest. This feels like your higher self being embodied here. Yeah, look, literally, priest. This is faith. The High Priestess. Yeah, you're embodying your higher self here. You're embodying holiness. Look, there's the rest. There's the rest, taking more rest at this time. Okay. Reunion. What? What's this Eight of Swords, Spirit? The wife. Feminine energy. Look, with the misfortune. Now, don't stress out with this misfortune card, because that just points to the destruction. There is destruction. There is limits, barriers, old ways of thinking that were limiting you and holding you back that are now, and these are very, very strong structures that are burning down, dissolving down. Uranus, I'm getting, right? Uranus is really breaking down those parameters for you. And it's your parenting, right? This is the parenting. This is the feminine nature, the feminine energy coming online to nurture us, right? It's like the feminine high priestess, that feminine archetype, the moon goddesses coming online here and healing us. Oh, I freaking love that. Let me get one more here for this. Thank you. Big emotional release. Yeah. Big emotional release. Grief, releasing grief, leaning more into presence. You're going to notice at the time of this full moon more presence. Okay. A balanced expression of sadness. Oh my God. I feel these so strongly in my own experience. So I just know these are right. So the old limited paradigm as well, it made it very hard for you to express your emotions. Okay. Yeah. You're having self-emotional acceptance here. And that's what's being cut. That's part of the rebirth. That's part of what's coming online, because the old limitation is being burned away. Ugh, I freaking love that so much. Okay. Let's get some last cards. Let's get some of these, Spirit. What else would you like us to be hearing at this time? There's so much going on here. I love that there's money coming in. There's definitely authenticity. I just saw Neptune. Yo, yeah, I see you, Neptune. I see you. Neptune is dissolving limitation, otherworldliness, mysticism. This is transcending limitation. Literally what I was talking about, right? Cancer, yeah, the sun is in Cancer at the moment. And Cancer is considered the most receptive sign, okay? But there's more of that nurturing, maternal energy. So that's really strong at this time, that reparenting ourselves. We're reparenting ourselves in the areas where we've been disappointed and rejected in life. We're reparenting, reloving, nurturing those areas that's bringing immense healing to us, okay? Literally overworking. That's what we're also healing and becoming aware of at the time of this full moon. Materialistic. We're moving beyond that, okay? We're moving beyond that materialism, right? We're moving beyond that. Just as I need to physically move around. Okay. Vesta. Thank you for your service. Because this is that devotion to a mission. Vesta is an asteroid. And it's named after the Vestal Virgins that guarded and tended the sacred fire at the hearth. You know, the priestesses. You're a priestess. Or you definitely had a past life as a high priestess. But yeah, closest to the sun as well. Protecting our creativity, because that is how the beautiful divine realm channels through us, is through our creativity. So you are devoted to, dare I say, a project, or at least yourself and whatever yourself is desiring and needing at this time. And there is, you're being very much thanked for this devotion that you're showing. Like, that is such a beautiful message. I love that. Sagittarius keeps coming through, which is Jupiter. Optimism. There's an optimistic nature coming on board here. Unexpected Yo, seriously. Oh my God, this message is adorable with Taurus. Okay, let me read this for you. An unexpected portal opens up at the time of this full moon. Okay, an unexpected portal opens up that our intuition senses and is guiding us to, and it's happening very much in the physical. It's an unexpected portal opening up in the very physical, practical aspect of us. I did see be patient as well there. Yeah, I knew that was another card. Chiron! The wounded healer who's going retrograde at the end of the month. Yeah, so we're healing these. There's definitely unhealed wounds coming up here, okay? Does anything else from this deck want to be seen, Spirit? Oh, yes, ascension symptoms. And I was meant to mention this in my notes. There could be a lot of ascension symptoms happening at this time because there is so much happening. There's so much higher level frequencies that are channeling in at this time. So ascension symptoms that you could maybe feel are headaches, jaw tightness, more tired, more drained. It's more sensitive, right? Where you just want to spend more time alone. Okay, anything else from this deck, Spirit? First house, yeah, individuality, appearance. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of like our appearances changing, glowing up, shifting, right? Because more of our natural beauty is coming online and on board. Okay. Pamper yourself, yeah. It's definitely part of the transition. Okay, what's this one? Highly desired. Your energy is highly desired, right? Highly desired at this time. Let's get some of these ones. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so there was this kind of like energy of releasing old friends, right? That were actually just clawing at your energy because you can't destiny swap with a goddess. Okay? You just can't. People will try. People will try. These people are blocked on purpose. You might even just see people just fade from your reality. Like with that blocked on purpose, it's like there's not much you have to do because it becomes energetic, it becomes frequency, becomes vibrational. It just happens, right? Okay, look, we've got a pep coming out, which is that's what these people were. These also a pep is the Egyptian god for mischievous activity. You know, always wanting to. It's basically representing that negative force in reality, and it really feels like all of that's just blocked from you. All of it's blocked. It's not able to get through to you. You're very heavily protected at the time of this full moon. Okay, heart chakra expansion. I was actually thinking about this when I was doing my makeup today, with the Queen of Cups, right? The way that the heart expands, because all the queens are the expansive properties, the way that the heart expands is by releasing the past, releasing memories, releasing traumas. It's releasing limits, okay? And then it's able to go further, expand further, right? So that's where the emotions are coming from because your heart's expanding. Your heart's actually opening up. So what was keeping it smaller in size, it's got to go. It's got to go. Unplug and relax. Unplug and relax at the time of this full moon. Okay, I know this is a long reading, but I don't care. It's for the full moon, yo. It needs time. It needs time. Oh. Yeah, these people from the past, it's giving yucky. Their energy is giving yucky. And look, this might still be shocking, but it needs to go, right? You're rewriting the story That's what's happening at this time. Rewriting the story into this new version of you. I feel like you've been rewriting it for a while. The reason you're chosen is because you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it for the right reasons. Everything that you do. And look, a divine match is coming in. There's that lover. It's going to feel very celebratory. Very, very cheerful. I'm still going to get more cards. Yeah. What about it? Highly sensitive. 100% at the time of this full moon, you're going to be feeling very highly sensitive if you don't already feel it now. But you're releasing the things that were causing a very fractured soul, which is often traumas. Okay. People are starstruck. Oh my God. Yeah, there's some kind of public eye thing that's coming online here. Okay. I'm going to get some of these, which is the self-care. Oh. Look for fairies. You may feel very connected to the fairy realm. I'm taking it. But these are going to be self-care practices for you to lean into as directed by spirit at the time of this full moon. So what should we be doing at the time of this full moon, spirit? Thank you so much. Look for fairies, though. Seriously, look for fairies. It's the most fun thing ever. Sound healing. And the reason I laugh at this is because literally the last 3 nights, sometimes I don't often, but I've had my TV on as I'm going to bed. And my TV's right there. My bed's right there. And I'll be watching YouTube, and then because usually before that I get on the floor and I stretch. So what it's led into is actually sound healing, like a sound bath. It's called bedtime sound bath or whatever. And it's felt amazing. It's felt really good. But it helps you to clear negative energies, negative frequencies from you on an energetic level. Okay. So this is very, very important right now. It'll just assist you in feeling more relaxed, more ease, more peace, right? Spend time with friends is coming through as well. Connect with like-minded, loving people. Have a sweet treat. Okay, I literally yesterday made s'mores with my housemate. I love s'mores, but that's something else I feel pulled away from, right? Because that eating style doesn't fully align with like where I want to go. I'm a little bit sad about it, but I know I just have to find new sweet treats to burn over the fire. If you have any, like, comment them below. I'll put them in the live chat. Hi, yo. What else wants to come through, spirit? What other self-care practices? Oh. Working out, exercise. Yes, that exercise is definitely coming through here. Whatever you feel led to. The other day I went for a run. It felt freaking amazing. Very liberating. But it's whatever you feel led to. It doesn't have to be like, whatever that is. What is it? Boxing. Just whatever you feel led to. Grounding. Yeah. So grounding yourself is going to be really important in nature. Okay. Grounding yourself. Just sitting out in nature. You don't even have to fully meditate. Just be out there and draw or something. Right. Do whatever you want, right? Read. Beautiful. Take a walk. There's more nature coming in. Okay. Make a meal. Connect with fire, right? Maybe make a meal over the fire. Cute. But I really feel like that's sort of like fire spirits wanting to connect with you. Do I want any more of these, spirit? Do any more want to come through? Do any more want to come through before I close this out? Any other self-care practices that we should be doing? No, I don't think so. There's quite a lot to work with, right? So look for fairies, do a sound bath. You can just find it on YouTube, super easy. Try grounding yourself out in nature, spend time with like-minded friends that actually support you, okay? Not the ones that like steal away your energy. Do some cooking, do some baking, take a walk. Yeah. This has been freaking amazing. I hope that this energy read, this energy snapshot helps you out on your journey forward. Thank you for tuning in. Even if I didn't have many people tuning into the live right now, if you're watching afterwards, I really appreciate it. And if you stayed to the end, like if you watch this whole video, because it's an hour and 10 I've been recording for, if you have watched this whole thing, what should we put in the comments? Oh, put a fire emoji. Yeah. Put a fire emoji. Put a fire emoji down in the comments. Let me know you stayed to the end. And let me know if this resonates, because this is super exciting. This is very exciting, this energy. And I hope you have a beautiful full moon. Okay. I'm sending you so much love. Bye. Bye.